Hi, all. I wanted to take a moment and talk about why I created my online bookstore, my online manga shop, shoujomagnifique.com, what truly inspired it as we come close to the first anniversary, which falls on my birthday, November 19th. First and foremost, it is because I am a true fan, and by true I just mean passionate, fan of Shoujo and Josei manga and anime. And some of you may be thinking, well, why focus exclusively on Shoujo and Josei and not some of the other demographics, which include shonen, seinen, even kodomo manga? And a reason for that is that I want to promote media focused, women and girls focused media, which is so often disregarded in popular culture, and I wanted to make a space where those of us who enjoy shoujo and josei manga can come and they will know that everything they're shopping for is shoujo and josei manga, or even manhwa, because I do have a few volumes of Who Made Me a Princess available. So that is what inspired me to create my shop. And I also want to tell you a little bit about myself, because going beyond being someone who is very passionate about shoujo and josei manga, I do know what I'm talking about in the sense of being a bookseller, because I spent 5 years, 5 years, as a Barnes & Noble bookseller, and I've also spent approximately 3 years in the children's book publishing space. And so when people ask me things like, oh, or make comments, and sometimes people are trying to be a bit sarcastic, like, oh, why buy from here when I can buy from Amazon or any other online retailer? Well, of course you have the option to do that. There are many options for many different reasons. But when you decide to buy from a small business, you're supporting that small business. And not every larger online manga retailer can say that every manga volume that is available for purchase they themselves have read. Because even as a bookseller at Barnes & Noble, I would never recommend to my customers books that I myself hadn't read unless they were asking for a genre or subgenre that I didn't read. And I would always disclose, I have read this, I have not read this, this is recommended based on X, Y, Z. So as someone who reads over 100 novels a year, about 100 English manga volumes a year, and about 50 to 60 Japanese manga volumes a year, I can talk the talk when it comes to what I'm recommending and what I'm purchasing with my customers in mind. I am also someone who I constantly take recommendations into account when I'm considering purchasing manga, whether I purchase it used for the shop to sell it used, or now that I am purchasing manga straight from some of the most popular manga publishers and distributors, I also take recommendations of new manga. That way, I try my best to answer every inquiry, and at the end of the day, I do what I do for the love of manga. It's not something that has made me a millionaire overnight. In all transparency, I have gone through 2 layoffs in less than 2 years, and another reason why I opened my shop is to re-spark my joy for all things bookish and all things manga after having suffered 2 layoffs in a row. And so, like I said, running ShoujoMagnifique.com is not something that makes me a millionaire, but every day that I get to see people enjoying manga, especially shoujo and josei manga, makes me happy and serves as a reminder to keep doing what I'm doing. When I get an email or a DM or any kind of comment where people ask me for recommendations, or people tell me that a reluctant reader in their lives has begun enjoying manga and they've purchased manga from my shop for them, that's why I do what I do. And I just want to thank everyone for every single order that has come through in the almost 1 year that Shoujo Magnifique has existed. I appreciate every single order. I appreciate every single repost of any ShoujoMagnifique.com related content that I post. Right now, ShoujoMagnifique.com, I ship anywhere in the US and Puerto Rico because soy boricua hasta la muerte. So I am going to ship to Puerto Rico whenever requested. And I really love what I do, and I just want to thank everyone for being along with me on this journey. I won't fib and say it's easy. There are months where the profit barely covers all the expenses related to the shop, but I'm still happy to be able to do what I do and to spread the joy of shoujo and josei manga to everyone that I can. So again, thank you, customers and friends and would-be customers, for all that you do and for all your passion and enthusiasm for all the wondrous great series that already exist and all the fandoms that already exist within shoujo and josei, and all of the ones that will exist in the future. Thank you for supporting this millennial who has been reading manga since the original Tokyo Pop editions of Fruits Basket and buying them at Borders, and now gets to share that joy with the world. Thank you so much, everybody.